Hello and welcome back to Miss French Teaches Something. Today we're talking about getting ready for school. This lesson is for the parents, teachers. You're going to have your own video on this topic. The purpose of this lesson is to set your child and you up for a successful and stress free school year. Number one is organization. This can make or break you. If you have a designated place for backpacks and homework, you will never have to worry about losing that backpack. You'll never have to worry about, you know, misplacing homework or field trip forms. Right now, if you go to the Dollar Tree or the dollar section at Target, you can buy the little bins to put papers and folders and things in. Um, and this is a great way for your child to come home. They know immediately I hang up my backpack, I take out all the paperwork I need mom or dad to look at, and I put it in this bin. Um, this also helps with my next tip, which is prep for the next day the night before. Um, if you have all of that stuff in a designated place, packed up, ready to go, it makes getting out the door a little easier. Have uniforms picked out and laid out ahead of time. Have shoes laid out ahead of time. Lunches packed and prepped. Breakfasts packed and prepped. This will help those difficult mornings go by a little smoother because you're going to have those days where you slept through your alarm or your kid has the touch of the schoolitis and they don't want to go to school, and if you have everything already prepped and ready to go, it makes getting out the door a little easier. Lastly, label your school supplies ahead of time. I know that during Meet the Teacher or the first day of school, I'm trying to meet and greet all of you. I'm trying to get to know the kids as they're coming through the door. And school supplies sometimes get shoved in a corner. Sometimes they manage to make it on your kid's desk. Um, but it's a lot going on at once. And if the supplies are not labeled, it makes it harder to get it to the child who brought it in. Especially if I've got, five children who all brought in the same binder color or the same folder. So if it's something important that you want your child to have and to use, please make sure you label it ahead of time. Communication. Make sure you know the best way to reach your child's teacher, whether that's through their email, through text messages, through whatever school app they use, whether it's Class Dojo or um, Power School or Talking Points. Make sure you have that open line of communication early on with your child's teacher. And remember, at the end of the day, you and your child's teacher have the same goal. We all want your child to succeed. We want your child to be prepared for what comes next. So it's important to be able to communicate with your child's teacher. Also, tying into that, stay in the know. Teachers have multiple ways of reaching out to you about important dates or upcoming events, whether it's electronically with agendas or binders or weekly newsletters. Make sure you know what it is and check it regularly. Also, most schools have a Facebook page where they will post upcoming events. I know that my school has community cookouts and barbecues, and PTO nights. And it's important to make sure you know when those are so you can have a voice in the school, because you're going to get as much out of it as you put into it. This next tip is very important. It is proper sleep. Proper sleep is a chance for the brain to reach what's called REM sleep. Uh, this will allow your brain to process. That's one of the reasons why we dream, is it's our brain processing what's going on in our life. And that is a moment for your child to really soak in all that good learning they did throughout the day. If there's a TV running in the room while that's happening, that's going to prevent your child's brain from properly shutting down to process. Um, the brain is still going to be partially awake, listening to what's going on in the TV. I suggest, winding down with a good book. Uh, you know, if you instill a love of reading early on, that's really going to help your kids in the long run. But find something that winds them down, calms them down, relaxes them, and gets them ready for a good night's sleep so they can shut off, process what happened that day, and be ready and awake and alert to do some more awesome learning the next day. Positivity. If you want your child to love school, you have to emphasize the good that happened each day. Have them share at least one good thing that happened to them. Even if that thing is as little as, I got to play my favorite game at recess, or, well, they had my favorite lunch today. Um, Bad days are going to happen, and they're going to want to vent about it, and that is okay. But don't let them dwell on it. Don't let them stay in that negative place. Tell them, validate them, let them know you hear them. Hey, I'm sorry that happened to you. That sounds really rough. Um, you know, what can we do to make that better? What, was there something good that happened today, or something good that you can think of that came out of it? This helps them start to look for the good in the school days. Hey, I know mom or dad, they're going to ask me what good thing happened today. I'm going to start looking for it now. And they're going to start enjoying coming to school. Wow, I wonder what good thing's going to happen to me today. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me on this. I hope you all have a wonderful year. I hope that, uh, it's full of positivity. I hope it's full of growth. If you have some tips or advice for parents that you use to help your kids love school or make the school year a little easier for you, please feel free to drop it in the comments. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you have a great year.